I think rethinking has to be part, but even has to be at the core of the innovation process. And in the past, companies, or when they were innovating, they really saw sustainability as a box to check, whereas now, like, systems are shifting, and sustainability and circularity really have to be at the core of the innovation process. So this kind of decisions, they involved a lot of changes, a lot of investments, so a lot of time, a lot of money. That's one part, but it also most of the time involves a lot of stakeholders, because changing the packaging, it's not only one person that will change something, it's just the whole system that has to change. And for that, using design approaches can really, or is really valuable. So really orchestrating these stakeholders, making sure that there is a shared vision by all the stakeholders, that everyone is walking in the same direction, and that there is a sense of ownership also for the stakeholders, that they really feel that they own this project, that it's their own project and they want to accomplish it. So that's very important. It's also very important for a company to realize, okay, what's the value of not taking this step in the long run? Like, it might actually be more harmful for them not to start incorporating this rethinking in their innovation process right now, considering that legislations are going in the direction of circular economy. And there is, at this point, no reason not to do it, especially because also consumers are more and more aware of environmental issues, such as the ocean, plastic in the oceans, and they are really expecting companies to make strong decisions and to rethink their packaging. So, for example, you have this, a water bottle, and you can think, okay, I want to make the plastic of my water bottle more sustainable. So you can, in the best case, decide, okay, I'm gonna use recycled material, or I'm gonna use bio-based material, let's say. But you can always also think, okay, how can we consume water in a way that there is no need for packaging? And then you can, some people have invented edible packaging. I'm thinking here of Ecover. They really started to design these bottles made of recycled ocean plastic, and that took really a lot of time. But they were really willing to take all the steps to get to this bottle, and they managed. And I think now they are doing pretty well on the market as well. There are also other elements to take into account. I'm thinking especially for food packaging, conservation is really important, because there is the environmental burden of packaging, but there is also the environmental burden of food wastes. At the moment, I think the figure is like roughly 1/3 of all what's produced in the world is wasted, and packaging has really a role to play there to try to limit this food waste. So conservation, protections of products is really something important to take into account. When rethinking the packaging for a circular economy, you also, of course, have to carefully think about the after-use and basically how the systems of collection are going to be organized. They need to be convenient, but also unified for consumers. Still nowadays, people don't know how to recycle. Or think they know how to recycle, but still, do a lot of things wrong just because, the systems really differ from one city to another, or not everything is clear. So this really has to be designed so that it's really easy for consumers. Next to that, when rethinking packaging and rethinking, circularity in packaging, I think companies really have to take a step back and look at the reasons why they so far decided not to rethink their package. And it's now well known that, for example, the bottled water industry, which is really an important industry when you know that 100 millions bottles are sold every minute in the world, and that most of these bottles are just made of virgin plastics. You really wonder, okay, why isn't it recycled, or why aren't they using recycled material? And part of the answer is that the brand image that's attached to water is purity. And what you want to have as a packaging when you want to be perceived as pure is a transparent and shiny package. And it is clear that the industry is not so willing to start developing this recycled bottle just because they are maybe afraid of the image that a less transparent bottle or less shiny bottle could give. So they really have to think, like, is it a real reason not to rethink packaging? Isn't there another way to make the packaging transparent, or as transparent as it is? So really go into this kind of research and development. And are actually consumers caring? Is it really important for them? If you explain or if you tell the story around why the bottle is different or what changed and what are the reasons why they changed the bottle, I think you even bring more value to the consumer. So in that sense, that shouldn't be seen as a problem.